You know what, yeah, this is just gonna have to be a Twitch thing. Oh shit, you broke your wrist, how? That's not good. None. Alright, so this is my manticore I've been making. So let's actually just see how this goes. Let's try to, like, get to the point where this is almost done. Oh, no, absolutely not. Like, scooter as in, like, a push one, or, like, one of those e-scooters. Because I actually think I know someone who was hit by a bus whilst driving one of those. Alright, let's... This looks so tough. Thank you, thank you. To be fair, I also have just done a variant of it where I stood on its hind legs. Give me a second. Where it kind of just goes like full on like archdemon. And I love it. I just love it. I think I may actually go around giving this guy like an actual armor stuff. What you have on 3D stuff like creatures? Sort of just like whatever I really feel like making. If I'm being honest with you, like I have a big old back catalog of like save files of just stuff. Like vast majority of those are like all creatures, and it's Okay, so let's do some quick maths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 14 times 22, that is 180... Yeah, 204 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, 212 projects. Oh yeah, I have a few dragons. As well as like just alterations of dragons or things like say here's an ancient white dragon I was doing for a D&D challenge. I don't like... Yeah, here was another random one I did. Oh wow, I do be parched. There was just like a challenge where I was doing like a wyvern. Thank you. Yeah, I probably have more on my page. I can't really be bothered to like look throughout all of them because I kind of do want to work on this. I really enjoy them. Thank you, Charlie. So it was more just I got really busy. That was the main thing. So like I think I started like the D&D challenge back in like February, didn't I? Let's just actually go on these other things. Videos. So yeah, 2 months ago. 2 months ago was calendar. Oh yeah, no, dude. So I was working like most of like March and April, so I had like no time to myself. How do you deal with? I don't because I don't have much free time, so I don't want to waste my time doing shit I don't really like care about. I use nomadsculpt. Okay, thanks, Ben. Thank you. All right, let's actually now work on this one because I'm gonna try to just be live for like an hour today because I have to get up for work like absurdly early. Yeah, I don't see why people hated it as much as they did. What are these assets for, Len? I'm making them because I want to make them. That's kind of it, if I'm being so for real. Like, this is an art form, and people can sort of just, like, make art because they want to. I feel like, in 3D, a lot of people tend to also, think, oh yeah, no, everything has to have some form of purpose outside of just, like, the act of creation itself. And I feel like that's kind of a boring way to view, like, just creating in general. If I'm being so for real with you. I was so scared when Lady Gaga. Oh yeah, no, seriously, I have no idea what they did. Okay. I'm also surrounded in the VFX work, doing it as a hobby. I feel so foreign, but they're very valid. Will I take I don't. I'll be honest. Like, it sort of depends on like the consumer aspect of it. Because say I would like to actually sell my stuff off and actually do this full time professionally. Because I do have a degree in this as well as I have worked on several feature length films. Like, I fucking dead ass worked at Warner Brothers for a while. But say AI market is going to have a lot of impacts on it just through companies wanting to save money in X, Y, and Z areas. Because guess what? Yeah, it's easier for someone to theoretically just prompt this in and then just hire someone to clean it up instead of having someone sculpt it from scratch. That is objectively the cheaper option. But simultaneously, from the cheaper option, that further creates a class divide, well, a wage divide, and it just it stifles the economy. Yeah. Whereas say if you actually hire someone out for a job, from hiring someone out, that actually allows them to pay for shit. What actually allows our businesses to actually be supported properly and actually creates a healthier sort of ecosystem in a financial sense. I'll be honest, it sounds like you're not really optimizing it if you're getting up to 5 million a lot of the time, dude. I think for active scenes and the active ones in this thing, it's only 1 million. But say I managed to hold something with a 20 plus on there whilst I was throwing a bunch of random models in there, and I think I got up to 40 or so. No, not 40. I think I got a good 20 in there. Yeah, that's fair. To be fair, I do want to work on ZBrush again, except for I'm using this old-ass gaming laptop what would probably commit seppuku if I tried to do anything. I am formally, I do have, some, training on ZBrush, just, Nomad, for example, is a lot more accessible for me to use, but has a lower point of entry, because, first of all, it's cheaper to get Nomad, since it's a perpetual license for, say, 20 quid, as well as, the barrier of entry of just, getting a tablet, versus a whole web PC setup, as well as a drawing tablet on top of that, as well as a secondary monitor, an X, Y, or Z, as well as also just having all the space for it. It just is a lot more than say a single person living on their own can really afford, if they're just a wage slave like I am. Because when they did get into industry, they got their job. Well, they came out at the worst possible time, just post COVID, as well as when the AI writer strikes happened. Not bitter at all. Who said that? Alright, let's also restructure these because I'm not liking how that's looking. They do, but I don't want to support Apple, especially now that like are also making their next iPhone with Israel. So I'm not touching that shit with like a 10-foot pole. Yeah, no, I think it's completely fucking asinine, especially how like Wacom is actually doing like tablets now as well, and like they have a like pretty close partnership with like ZBrush. Like it makes no fucking sense, especially like why are you limiting your clientele? I think it was a more searchable essay, and I honestly valid. Yeah, it did sound like you were having fun, dude. As well as like say for Apple, I really don't like the ecosystem there, like how it's very unfriendly to cross-platform stuff. Like say if I had a PC moving it, like say my work from like an iPad over to said PC is going to be a bit more of a pain in the ass. So like means like, oh yeah, I'd probably need a Mac. Okay, cool. I can't really customize a Mac to my specifications of what I need, and just why would I do that? Well, like it just limits myself forever. All right. Yeah, I feel like those areas need work. Yeah, I'm also live on my Twitch because I need to get that content grinding. Because realistically, how the 3D industry is going, well, like so many talented people are like just not getting work because there's just like too many people competing for it. So you might as well just be trying to go independent in whatever way you can. Like a lot of people now are just like fully going purely off socials. Like I feel like that is the route that is definitely the route I'm taking. Yeah, so yeah, like I will be like using like live platforms and shit to try and like boost it to the point where I'm actually able to probably get more work out there. As it was like the potential monetization on most of those things that are going to be like a lot more like unstable, but there's also a chance to actually get those, you know. Nah, so I do this part time. Well, I do this in my spare time. I'm whilst I like also work like 2 jobs to get by because the economy's in fucking shambles. Yeah, so yeah. Like I have worked, as I said, I have worked for, like in industry a fair few times, but it's just like the inconsistency of it is like really hard for someone who's trying to actually live. Like, okay, cool, yeah, I could work on a film for like 3 or so months before then like getting not getting axed, but like the project finishes. No, dude, I'm in England. Uh, uh, so Where the hell's my actual reference books? Because lion feet are really annoying. I do solace corporate VFX work where I'm training vids, which is draining but stable. Yeah, no, honestly, I'm too much of a creative for that. I'm being so for real with you. Like, I would actually off myself. Like, he says as if he's not also working, like, as a fucking postman and at a bar simultaneously. But it's more of the fact, like, it's so close to what you want to be doing. Yeah, but also, like, so fucking soulless. Like, ugh. Like, I would get more disenfranchised from that, personally. So as an yeah, whenever I go back to secondary school, and again, with all my favorite friends. I'll be honest, like, it didn't really hit it for me. Like, say as soon as I was done with my prom, I never looked back, personally. And it's because, like, say, you feel a weird sense of Stockholm Syndrome, from my personal opinion. Yeah, no, like, say, that's why I prefer, like, doing this. Like, I'd prefer live streaming this, where I have, like, the creative freedom to do what I want. Like, that means so much to me. Yeah, like, I don't think I'd want to give that up. And, like, that's part of the reason I really want to go, like, full independent for it. Like, I want to start my own miniature company. Yeah, I just say I want to make cool designs. I want to be freelanced out to, like, clients to, like, make cool shit. Like, that is my dream, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really gonna stop doing it until I get to that point. Alright, that's... And, like, that's the thing, from, like, what I do, I normally actually do have, like, a bit of a semi-fan base. Well, I could say fan base, I have, like, 4 people who really fuck with my stuff. But it's getting there. No, see, like, yeah, that's what I really hate about it. Where, like, say after a long days of bullshit, like, that sort of, like, energizes me to make this. Yeah, no, that is completely valid. To be fair, you have like, are you going to do sixth form or college? Because you'll have like a new version of that for like 2 years, and then you'll go off to uni. Like, maybe you'll go off to uni. Okay, what are you gonna do? I have a feeling it's gonna be like a media course. I don't know why. You may have said that, but I'm guessing it's gonna be like an interactive media course. I'm from Suffolk. Oh, fuck yeah, called it. Again, you may have said that. Oh yeah, no, I have a speech impediment. Everyone thinks I sound American. Don't worry, you're not alone in that. Well, I don't really mind. Like, the only thing what really pisses me off is, like, whilst in person and someone hits me with the, oh, so where are you originally from? And then I'll tell them, and they're like, no, I meant originally. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, I know what the word originally means. It does mean a lot, Charlie. Yeah, I do appreciate it. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, no, you didn't, like, say the word originally. Yeah, like, that's the thing what pisses me off, because, like, say I'm also mixed race, like, as you can tell, not white. So a lot of people will also have it under the preface of like, hey, you know, I'm able to tell you're foreign, and like that pisses me off because like unfortunately my dad's from Manchester, the fucking dipshit. Let's also push you in there. I don't know if I want to like thin out these forearms a bit more. Ain't just me. Do these forearm? Yeah, these forearms feel a bit too bulky. Yeah, you really have. To be fair, I actually do look. With some of my work friends, I do brag about like, well, I actually have fans, not like you guys, and shit like that. And then I say, granted, yeah, it's like one 16-year-old, but still. To be fair, I'm convinced they fucking despise it whenever I talk about like my what you call it. Basically, yeah. Just my bragging rights, like, hey guys, yeah, fuck all y'all. I'm borderline famous. I'm the most famous person in this room right now. All right, let's hide this for like a moment, just because it's kind of getting in my visual way too much. Yeah, but yeah, I am convinced that they are so sick of me talking about my TikTok and socials all the time. But God forbid a guy be proud of something. I think it's also because like I know this is really fucking corny as shit, but say I'm super into One Piece, and one of my favorite themes about the series is like trying to fulfill your dreams and stuff like that, and like that's something I took to heart at a very early age. So like I say from doing stuff like this, like even after like the bullshit of like a really mediocre job, like it makes me like feel so much more accomplished being able to be like, well, not well, more accomplished and sort of just more proud of myself. And I'm like, hey, yeah, no, there's more to my life than this fucking bullshit. And like, I don't know, that just means a lot to me, you know. But Dooley's move how I like him to. To be fair, if you ever see some white. To be fair, dude, I have that all the time because I deadass have fucking people at work who are like also part of my separate fan club. But yeah, I'll keep that in mind, and I won't just like assume you're gonna ask me for the N word pass. I also did have a stupid fucking. So okay, today's been like a very good day for me, like interaction wise. So because obviously, as I said, I work at a post office. So I had to be outside like basically all of today. Well, when I say all of today, I mean for like a solid like 5 hours because I got my job done very quickly somehow. I don't know how. Like your boy was speed blitzing it, and some nice woman gave me like a bottle, like a can of like a raspberry and apple sparkling water. So it was like, okay, first one of the day, love this woman. I will make sure she doesn't get any of those stupid ass leaflets through the door again. Well, whenever I do it. And then the next one was someone, and that gave me like 2 ice lollies because it was so hot. And then someone else like gave me a ball of squash. It's like, oh my god, yay, thank you so much. Like I really love it when people are like just lovely like that. It really makes your day, you know. It makes me feel bad for every mean thing I've said about this town. Well, for like 5 minutes, and then I'll meet someone who reminds me why I say it. Nomad. I'm paying for ZBrush. Ain't no chance. Yeah. It's also even better. So, they were trying to get us to come into work like an hour early today. I showed up like an hour and a half late, and I still clocked out like an hour early. Like, life is all about balance like that, guys. Just crank ZBrush. I would, but my laptop would fucking kill itself. Like, this thing's like 7 years old. Actually, I think it may actually be closer to 9 now that I think about it. It's like 9 years old with like 12 gigs of RAM. Like, my tablet has more RAM than that. Dude, I want to. I want to so bad, but I can't afford it. Like, say, dude, I work 2 jobs just to afford rent. I don't have, like, spare laptop money, so... Unless I somehow hit it big with content creation, like, that's gonna be on the back burner for a while. Yeah, so speaking of that, if any of you guys want to, like, donate to my Ko-fi to support me getting a new laptop, feel free. Just kind of funny, so I feel bad about e-begging, like, as most, like, rational people would typically. Okay, cool, good for you. Mine would fucking die. Like, dude, mine is, like, literally hanging on by death's door. Like, it can't even really handle running, like, Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. Okay, yeah, actually, you know what? Give me your laptop. Yeah, give me that one, please. I will make good use of it, I swear. Well, that's also, like... animation and visual effects next year. Valid, valid. Jesus Christ, though, that must have cost like an arm and a leg. No, when you actually are old, no, not from you, Charles. Alright, let's actually... Jesus fuck, dude. How the hell did you have, like, that much disposable income for it? Like, I get saving, but Jesus Christ, at that point, just save for a house. Okay, in that case, yeah, give me your laptop here. We'd have another one. Get your parents to get you another one. Okay, give me one of those. If you have a laptop and a PC, give me fucking one. Like, if you were able to put a deposit down on a house between the two of those, yeah, no, what? Let's crisp these up. I normally don't like using, like, the smooth tool. Like, I feel like that's a lot, like, fairly too destructive, like, vast majority of the time. Oh no, no, I have, like, claim to it first. Like, just give me one of them, please. Yeah, just dynamic topology. It fundamentally works the same. Like, there are a fair few like close equivalents. So, like, say Nomad is basically just ZBrush core. If I'm being so for real. Yes. Okay, I'm feeling that. Okay, so I'm liking the harsher cuts in areas. Like, I feel that's kind of working, but I should probably... You know what? I do like how easy it is to, like, make multiple brushes. New name. Soft. Right now it's just... I said like this 1 alpha was kind of useful. Okay, I'm feeling that. Yeah. Still give me the PC. Just give me the PC and it's fine. Okay, how are we feeling about like those hair suggestions there? Yeah, I know, right? I say laptop giveaway, but no, I'm taking that. I'm seizing that. I will fight all of you for it. Like, fuck, what's that old like Navy SEAL like coffee pasta? I'm in. Oh, nice. Thank you. Like, I did wish Nomad had like the same sort of like stamp brushes like ZBrush does. Well, it's not like a stamp, but you know what I mean. Where it's like, it's sort of like if you sort of just hold out on it, it does like that thing where it like basically inserts the subtool on there. I think, yeah, no, dude, you'll literally be cooked. It would. Oh yeah, I'll learn how to do that as soon as I get a PC that can run it. Hint, 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 hint. That's fine, buddy. Don't worry. We just Josh in here. But seriously, give me your laptop. Okay, I'm liking that. Feel the face could be a bit more early. Just like an old version of a 3D printer. Nah, I just want a new laptop in general. Oh, I just want a new PC in general. No, because I know if I see that, I'm gonna cry from how I can't afford it. Oh yeah, sure. I have a public Discord. Feel free to join that and send it on there. And if you guys are also free artists, I do have like this monthly challenge thing where we all come together to collectively make a character or two. It's pretty fun actually. Um, like what was it? Let me just show you an example. Hear me out. We built a Roman Coliseum. That's literally just a Mr. Beast challenge. So someone on my Twitch said, hear me out. We build a Roman Coliseum. We get a bunch of people and we all fight for ownership of the laptop. That is literally just a Mr. Beast challenge. Alright, where the hell was the first one that we did? Alright, so, a while back, do you guys remember, like, those, wait, what is this? So, do you guys remember, like, those, drawing challenges you did as a kid, where you get a piece of paper, like, fold it into three, and then, like, someone draw the head of a monster, someone draw the body, and then someone draw the tail, like, legs and stuff? I had that idea for sculpting, so I thought, like, okay, we're able to make, like, break this down into, like, several different parts. So what if we decided to wait, dang it, what was it? So what if we get someone to do, like, the arms, someone else to do the head, legs, and all that sort of stuff, and just break down a character like that? So got like 6 or like 8 people involved in that. Oh yeah, I think it was 9. Where we all came together to create like this like little monstrosity. It's actually a lot of fun. Especially like waiting for everyone's results to come in and just seeing how they sort of all fit together. Like, say for this one, from the head, like, I feel this guy reads as like a mad scientist who like try to like engineer himself into something else. And I thought that was kind of goofy. It kind of reminds me of something like what a Ben 10 character would be. My buddy Arson Troll did that one. I think it was 3D Dom or whoever it was who did the torso. Some guy from my Discord did the arm. Pixel Rain, I believe it was, did this one. Celtic 3D Customs did this. Someone who's currently on the Twitch chat did this leg. Someone else did this leg. Swing, because I can't remember the creator, but she's like on here and I know she has a pink avatar. And then I did like this fleshy wing. I thought that was kind of fun. I actually do kind of want to make a full character based off of that. Yeah, Ava's. No, can't say that I have. I'm fairly certain you already want a PC anyway, but if you want something to, if you're sculpting it, get a PC, because, yeah, nah. Yeah, I'm definitely looking more into a PC. Like, I'm looking into, like, all these different, like, sites for it. And I'm looking into like, damn, should I just get one on finance and just all this other shit? It's like, ugh. Oh, and then here was another one where we had to make something based off a. So the brief I gave for this one was a Monster Hunter inspired armor set made in like, well, inspired by a hippogriff. So I did the legs. Someone else did the arms. He was the same guy who did the head for the last one. This guy did who did the torso here. He was the one who did the what you call it? The spikier arm for the last one, and the guy who did the leg did the sword here. It's pretty fun. Oh, you're gonna start sculpt tomorrow? Oh, nice. And say for this month's brief. Dude, just put in like random. I don't really mind. Go over. Do you all not on the runway? No. I should though. I really should. I'm handsome as hell. And like say, I really enjoyed like that brief. That Monster Hunter one. I'm doing okay. I'm alive. I ended up making my own full version of it. Like I like how this guy came out. Like, it feels like a skin someone would pay for. Oh, it's from Curry's. Sorry. Oh, yeah, that is actually kind of cool. I do fuck with that. Okay, so it's also part of a collector's edition thing. That's why it's also up as much as it is. Okay, fair. I remember laptop-wise, one I did what did kind of catch my eye was the Anzus like Artist Pro 16 or something like that. But like what I've been doing is just going on like chill blast. I think it's chill blast and sort of just dang it. And just looking for these, like I think the max I'd want to spend is like 3K. I'd probably just up the RAM to 64 as like an added expense, but outside of that, I don't really think I'd do much more to it. Oh, okay. That one actually it doesn't look too bad. Specs. Okay. Is there any way I can slightly config this? Okay. Nvidia. Okay. You know, I'm just like, send that. Alright. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really, like, the most tech-savvy of people. Mainly because I kind of just, like, I prefer just doing my thing and going from there. Okay, and Nivea. Okay, I think this one may probably be a bit better then. Right, so processor, Ryzen 7, 16 cores. RTX 5080. Okay. Yes, 32 gigs of RAM. All right, and then if I just say like, is it possible to config these slightly? Like, I just want to add like an extra, like, what you call it, 2 gigs of RAM. Well, no, 32 gigs of RAM. That's it. I'll call it a day. I'm gonna be happy. Actually, yeah, yeah. I swear, like, it used to have like a config option on here somewhere. Honestly, I'm being so for real. Like, it's getting to the price, like, especially for like a RAM and chip, where it's like almost just as cost effective to buy it pre-built than it is to like get build it yourself. Then let's say just say like I go somewhere 64 gigs of RAM. Oh really? To be fair, was that pre or post AI price spikes? Yeah, did you do that before or after the AI spikes though? That's the question. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, no, that's the thing though. I've been looking into it for a while now. Uh, a while now, and like it does look at like say for most of these RAM prices and shit. Like where is it? Shopping. Like I say, like 64 gigs of RAM is like close to like 600 or now, 600 or so now. Oh, like it's fucking expensive. All right, let's actually get for 32 gigs of RAM, and then see if we just like are able to double it. Now, even then, like they'll cost like 800 for it. No, that's why I'm like, dude, like I shit you not, I'm. It's getting to a point where I think like actually just getting a pre-build is cheaper. Like I am actually standing on this hill. Like, do not argue. I am standing on it. So yeah, I genuinely think it may just be cheaper to get a pre-build and then just like get the extra RAM I want on it. All right, let's go build. Uh, oh yeah. Oh really? Not fair. I shall definitely look into that. You know what? Fairs. If you get a contact with someone who works in at least stores, kinds of stores, likely still get. Yeah, honestly, that seems like a lot of work. As well as, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'd buy one of these outright. I think I'd probably would get on like a zero APR finance. So it just like saves a lot of headache there. Like I'll personally happily rather just like spend like, all right, say if I get the free K one. All right, so like what's that? Free K divided by 12. That's like what, 250 a month. Yeah, 250. Yeah, I'd happily rather spend like extra 250 a month on this, like as like a savings, like treat that as if I'm saving for it over the course of a year instead of actually just like going outright. Like I feel if I also just wait for the prices to go down again, that's just gonna be a pain in the ass. Okay, you know what? Let's config this one. Let's just up the RAM to 64. Well, what do you mean? Alright. Okay, well, actually, let me probably fucking config that. Oh, this is annoying. God damn, why can't I just have a sugar mama? Also, don't want fucking RGB shit. Okay, cool. That's what I was looking for. I got 216 in my PC. That's completely fair. Actually, no, even just so like KSA doing that, upgrading was to 64. Oh, god damn. I feel like this would be easier to do on my laptop, but I'm also like, you know, screw it, this is just a stream now. Crucial Pro overclocking, you know, I'll just go for that one. Then what was the graphics? Let's go for 80. Nope, not on there. Wah wah. You know, I'll just talk to someone on the fucking site or some shit, and be like, "Hey guys, I have like 1,000, like 13K followers on my TikTok. Do you want to do a partnership deal, please, please, please? I'm an influencer, kind of, please. Ignore the fact that my fucking Twitch lives get like 6 viewers, please." Alright, you know, this is actually kind of getting on my nerve. Well, not, it's getting on my nerves. It's just making me, like, forget, like, I actually want to do this, like, do my art. Oh, yeah, no, I have 1 on my Twitch. I have none on my YouTube right now. And I have, like, 6 people watching on my TikTok live. I am basically the most famous man alive right now. If we're being so for real. Right, you know what, so I was working on the arms. To be fair though, my YouTube is actually growing kind of fairly consistently right now. Like, over the last month, I've again like 500 subs. What is, like, it's not insane, but it's also like pretty good growth. Like, I'm now like just under 2.5K. If I remember correctly. Yeah, you know, like, as if I remember correctly. Dude, it's not, like, I check that every day. Alright, let's also have... Nah, I don't really use... Again, like, a lot... I hate, like, going back to this again, but a lot of, like, why I exclusively work on Nomad is because my, like, tablet is the most powerful device I have. So I don't really, like, work on anything other than that. What is annoying, because I do want to get into Blender just to, like, start, like, learning how to animate and make game-ready assets. But till then, it's sort of just a matter of We wait. Wait, for real? Oh, yeah, please don't tell me it's just that, like, Blender or Android. Blender Android. Yeah, like, yeah, say for, yeah, like, I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. Like, I feel I'm a good sculptor. I feel like that's something what we can potentially all agree on. I would say, like, I'm a lot better using Nomad than a lot of people are using ZBrush or Blender or just like higher end softwares and shit like that. Just because I actually have the skills to sculpt stuff. And a lot of people, especially like say novices and stuff like that. Thank you, thank you. Especially like say novices and stuff like that, they tend to get like too lost in the idea of like, oh, I need to be using X, Y, or Z, and that really like diminishes like the quality of their. Well, it doesn't really diminish the quality of their work. It stagnates the quality of their work because they're having to think like, oh yeah, no, I have to be using X, Y, or Z to be doing like the best possible stuff. Where you're actually just skipping a lot of the art fundamentals. Like imagine if you like start using Procreate or like even just like Clip Studio Paint or whatever it is, but you don't know how to draw, and then you're kind of confused that your drawings aren't coming out as well as you would hope because the software isn't like working for you as well as you thought it would. You know, like fundamentals over everything else at the end of the day. I just realized that's still on. True dat. True dat. Oh yeah, no, alphas are such a fucking cop out. Like say the only what like say I did use alphas here, but like that's literally just as a sort of like forecaster. Like that is not the finished product whatsoever. Oh well, I studied 3D and most of the people rely on alphas, etc. I've had to learn sculpting. Well, we had to an extent that yeah, it can be called decent at least. Yeah, no, that's completely valid. Like, say, don't get me wrong, I do fuck with like an alpha stamp here and there. Like, sorry, I do actually have a stamp brush I did make earlier. Alright, so let's just actually like make this a bit cleaner, just for like sake of conversation. So like, say on there, like yeah, like actually, you know what? I don't mind how it looks after my whole little tirade. I'm going off at now, but have a nice rest of your night. Thanks, man. And yeah, hope you're feeling better soon. Actually, you know what? I do kind of like that. As annoying. Oh wow, that goes all the way through. So that's where we're gonna also then turn on front-facing verts only. Because what the fuck was that? Actually, you know. You know what? That actually kind of works. Alright, now that we actually have that on air, that's where we now actually go on to sculpting it. This also does not need to be that high if we're being so for real. What do I specialize in sculpting? I just like sculpting monsters, if I'm being so for real. I just like sculpting whatever characters come to mind. Like, I don't think for, like, say, as sculpting as a medium, I don't think it's, like, too smart to try and, like, specialize in one particular area. Because it sort of, like, deadlocks yourself. Like, say, for example, I would say, sort of, like, my bread and butter is 100%, like, creatures and monsters and just, like, stuff like that. Like, I do fuck with doing it like a good demon here and there. Like, I find those really fun to do. But I should also like learn how to do like other stuff, like say for. Actually, no. Yeah, no. I'm really bad at that actually. Like, so yeah, I'll do demons and then I'll try and do like something goofy like this, just cause. And do I love showing off my mewing Mike Wazowski because I find it hilarious? Yes, yes I do. I have here and there, but I'll be honest, they kind of bore me. So I'll tend to, like, if I do a human, I'll do, like, a super flanderized version of one. Or I'll just do, like, an anatomy study for a base. Like, where was one I was doing? Like, humans are the best, but they kind of bore me after a while. I like humanoid things. But I don't know, just like say doing like guy 15 who kind of just looks like that with just a different hairstyle, kind of like I don't know, just kind of bores me. And like say as a creative medium, like I'd rather make stuff like more out of this world than just like something what's just like oh yeah no I've seen this guy on the street. Like don't get me wrong, I find it impressive if someone's able to like do it a person fairly easily, but I don't know, just something about making something completely kind of new. Or just something, like, more unique. Or just something with, like, a lot more soul and passion in it. You know? Because I see a lot of, like, human sculpts, like, I find really technically impressive. But just something about them just... I don't know. Like, say, I won't think about it, like, years after. Like, I feel a good example is actually, like, the Xenomorph. Oh no, so do I. Like yeah, say for example, I really love like xenomorphs and stuff like that, and people still think and still love these designs, and there's something like what's just weird. It's something new. It's something just refreshing. I like that. It's something what makes you think about like okay, what else is really there? Like, you know, I'm sort of just rambling because I'm kind of like also just tired of shit. But also Final Fantasy stuff. I was kind of doing like this Bahamut inspired sculpt the other day. That was kind of fun. Wait, awe-inspiring. Like that's what I like. Just something which feels like grandiose. I'm also doing like another one what's kind of like inspired by a more Final Fantasy like JRPG thing. Just cause. Uh, I wonder. But my favorite thing I had to make is weapons. Honestly, valid. I do like this guy. Reshiram. That's the Pokemon. That's the white Pokemon, right? The white dragon from Pokemon Black, right? Also, yeah, I could do. I remember when I was younger, and like Black and White came out. I remember seeing like this one fan art that went way too hard. Oh god, will I ever be? Is it like the two both slightly more realistic? Oh, I don't care for that. To be fair, I think I'd probably do Zekrom like in like 20 minutes. I swear. I just want this one piece of fan art. It's old as hell. Ooh, that's cool. So there's like one artist on Instagram who does like at least Pokemon slash like Pokemon art things where he sort of like combines them with like Horizon Zero Dawn, uh, or just like Monster Hunter, and god, I love it. I also love Monster Hunter. Like if I ever had to choose a game to work on, I think it would either be a FromSoft thing or, well, actually a FromSoft, a Final Fantasy, or a Monster Hunter. One of those. Maybe a game combining all three. Actually, no, I'll be honest, like, Monster Hunter and Final Fantasy combined basically is, like, Dark Souls does just go into most of those things, if I'm being so for real. But, wallpaper. God. No, like, when I say it was a while ago, I mean, I think I was, like, just as, like, that game came out and I was, like, really little. What's going to annoy me? Gonna annoy me. You know, forgive me for putting this, but I feel like if I put the word epic on it, like, that may actually do something for it. Honestly, yeah, now, especially like, what do you mean? He's literally like the embodiment of destruction. That's such a fucking cool concept. Like, for most games and stuff, just like the creature or anything, what's supposed to be like the embodiment of like chaos or destruction is always like one of my favorite like design things ever. 90% of the time. No, I actually want to look at Final Fantasy stuff. Like I was playing Strangers of Paradise the other day, and I saw their Bahamut, and of Paradise. Like where was it? It's just like, oh my god, that is so clean. I love it. Kingsglaive. If I remember correctly, I also really like what they did for Garling's armor in this one. Also, like, oh, the Lich. That was a bitch in design. Actually, just like all of the like boss designs and like this went so hard. Like Lich. Oh, is that Advent Children? Give me a second. Oh, actually, yeah, no, that's fair. To be fair, I remember the Kingsglaive way too much, just because I remember that like the animation went so hard for the latter half, and it's such a popcorn film. Strangers of Paradise, Bahamut. Oh no, they call it Darkness. You know, should I actually like try making that at some point? Hey yo, he's got the dragon wang. Y'all seeing that? Dragon wang. Actually, yeah, no, like I wouldn't mind making like that version of him. I feel like I'd probably do that pretty well. I also really, oh god, I loved Ifrit from like Final Fantasy 16. Like I know like people had issues with that one, but I'm not gonna lie, I loved 16 so much, especially for the kaiju fights and just all the cinematic stuff. Like it just hits something for me. I don't know how to describe it. FF 16. Especially like, oh my god, the art style for the concept stuff is just so clean. Alright, I'm gonna go back to sculpting now because... Ooh, what's that? Hey, yo, is that a model? Yo, a little action figure? Oh, it's not for sale? Fuck you. Still AIDS. I don't think I've seen that. Is that on YouTube? Wasn't it letting me search stuff? Is it from this trailer here?
Rated M for mature.
I have to be kind of careful just because, like, TikTok's really bad for, like... It's... You talking about this one here?
Thank you. Lily. Were you the one who sent the rescue signal?
This is the largest land I've ever seen in my life.
Even in the darkest times, it's always safe to bet on human survival instinct.
We would like to know the truth.
Why are you so worried? I mean, our ultimate goal is to save Earth and the future of humanity.
Blood Rain?
Humanity's greatest and only...
No, I haven't. I had no idea this was a thing, dude.
...be found in Mother's sphere.
This is what she left for the world. Her legacy.
Everyone's happy to call you the angel just because you came from the cow.
Nobody roams these lands free of suffering.
You're leaving to do something important, right?
This one won't be easy either.
No one has ever made it back alive.
All I ask is you give us hope.
May your memories
May your memories live.
May your memories live on.
forever. Is this what Adam was talking about? We have to go down.
You can't come back from this!
This is what I was born to do.
Okay. Those look kind of interesting. Alright, but I should probably, like, put that off until, like, before TikTok has a, like, pissy fit about using, like, showing pre-recorded content. Actually, oh, do you know what art style I really did like? Code Vein. Code Vein and God Eater. That was pretty good. Cool. Like, I thought that looked pretty neat. Like, they have this stuff on Code Vein. Don't care. Well, if I remember correctly, one of those was literally just like a wolf with giant titties. A lot of these things are just stuff with giant titties, actually. Skull. You know what? Back to actually working on stuff. Like, God, what was I doing? Alright, let's just work on this for like another 15 minutes, and I'm probably gonna have to head off to bed. Yeah, let's also just... Yeah, I know, bad ADD. What can I say? Bad ADD. Let's also, like, remesh. No, let's go for a higher caliber of remesh. I'm too easily distracted. What can I say? Okay, okay. I'm feeling that, I'm feeling that. Just doing that to break up the surface tension a bit. Okay. Now let's actually throw those back on. Let's see how well that... Wait, what was that? Right, let's also, like, move that. Honestly, yeah, to be fair, it's like a mini manticore. It's only the size of a chihuahua. So I wouldn't be surprised. Just like stomp on it. Curb stomp it into a fucking paste. Yeah. Too far. I've had this thing like pointed at me for like the like last few hours. Maybe because like say the airflow in my place is borderline non-existent. So actually, just having like that in the background is very, 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 very useful. Especially because it like oscillates both up and down, so it actually can create some degree of airflow. Oh, get some ice behind it. Like that actually is such a useful hack. Oh, damn, that sucks. I don't like the abs. Like, it doesn't make sense for it to have, like, actual abs. For today, about 40 minutes, but I'm not gonna lie, that's been sort of consisting of a lot of yapping, but I think in total, like, 7 or 8 hours or so. Feel like the full thing? But again, like, I preface that with, like, me just, like, live streaming, responding in chat most of the time whilst making this. And then going off on a lot of random tangents and forgetting my place. But let's also, Okay. Like, that's definitely added a lot more texture there. I'm kind of fucking with. Let's also, like, do a few more pieces here. Okay, I'm liking how this hair, like, matted hair is looking. I feel that's a vibe. Let's probably also add in a few more details around here. I don't want you. No, that does not need to be that high. Who am I kidding? Decimate. Okay, maybe 40k is the